I've gotten a lot of requests lately to cover this next amazing discovery. At first I thought it was interesting, but not really interesting enough. But once I started to do a little research, it just blew my mind, and I knew I had to cover it. On April 5th, 1909, the Arizona Gazette published a pretty shocking story about an amazing discovery that happened in the Marble Canyon region of the Grand Canyon. This report claimed that 2 Smithsonian archaeologists were exploring the Grand Canyon, and they stumbled upon a network of underground tunnels. And within this underground tunnel system, an epic discovery was made. The article says that 2 archaeologists found some amazing artifacts, and these artifacts were identical to ancient Egypt artifacts from the time of Ramses. Now, what they allegedly found inside this tunnel system was just mind-blowing. Not only was it filled with treasure, but they also found tablets with hieroglyphs as well as mummified bodies. The article published in the Arizona Gazette stated that these people who built these structures must have been originally from Egypt. Now, at the time, everybody thought that this was true, as why would a respectable newspaper publish an article that was false? But the Smithsonian denied these claims, and this article was always thought to be nothing more than a hoax. But recently, some new information has come forward, and it is pretty shocking. Now, the Smithsonian has been asked thousands of times about the 2 archaeologists that stumbled upon this discovery, Professor Jordan and Mr. Kincaid. And the Smithsonian has always replied that these 2 men never worked for the Smithsonian. Now, a man named David Hatcher Childress, also known as the real-life Indiana Jones, came forward recently saying that he believes that the Smithsonian may have actually covered this up. Now, according to MessageEagle.com, someone uncovered that Professor Jordan did in fact work for the Smithsonian, and he worked for the Smithsonian for 30 years, from 1880 to 1910, and he started working in the Grand Canyon region in the 1880s, and he was accompanied by a Mr. Kincaid. Now, I couldn't find the name of who uncovered this, as I really wanted to give them credit. But after this information came out, the Smithsonian very quietly published a page about Professor Jordan's work with the Smithsonian, which is extremely odd, considering that they denied that he ever existed for over 100 years. Now, if the ancient Egyptians did migrate to the Grand Canyon region, why hasn't there been any more discoveries? The fact is, the Grand Canyon is huge, and there are only so many places and trails that we're actually allowed to go visit. So it is very possible that an amazing discovery like this can actually stay hidden from the world, especially if the Smithsonian wants it to stay hidden. Now, after doing some more digging, I couldn't believe what I found. On the north side of the Grand Canyon, there are a lot of places that have Egyptian names, such as the Isis Temple, the Tower of Set, the Tower of Ra, as well as many others. Now, these mountains are on the north side of the Grand Canyon, and David, the real-life Indiana Jones, believes that this is where the discovery was made. And what really shocked me is the fact that this location is not only closed to the public, but it's even closed to low-level government employees. Nobody can go there. It's off limits, just like Area 51. Now, something very odd is going on here, and it might just be a huge cover-up. But why would the Smithsonian want to cover this up? Would it really change mankind so much to say that a group of ancient Egyptians migrated to Arizona? Or is something else a lot bigger going on here? Until next time, this is Paranormal Junkie. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned.